originally started in a regional theatre called the Thorndike in Leatherhead back in 1983. And after the first few performances, the entire run was sold out. The following year it was transferred to the West End, where I believe you might have a story.
I did, yeah. My first ever job in theatre was working front of house at the Duke of York's Theatre in London while Stepping Out was running. So I must have seen the show 3 nights a week for a year. And actually, I have to say, I still enjoyed it by the end. It's got some really, really brilliant moments, and they had a fantastic cast.
It then obviously became this BAFTA-nominated film starring Shelley Winters and Julie Walters and Eliza Minnelli. We do think that this will be the first in the round production as well, which is going to be quite interesting and challenging. So the play is about a weekly tap class led by a lady called Mavis, to which a number of people come on a weekly basis, and they're all accompanied by a really grumpy pianist lady called Mrs. Fraser, and she's very unimpressed with everyone. Mavis, probably through a sort of false sense of security, thinks it's a really good idea that she enters them into a dancing competition. Half of them really panic and don't want to do it, and the other half overconfidently think it's going to be absolutely fine. So brilliantly, dramatically, he puts them under a lot of pressure, and then under a lot of pressure, all of these various issues start bubbling up. She puts together this troupe of dancers, and the end of the show is this massive chorus line, and watching that many people tap dancing on stage, particularly in our round theatre, is going to be spectacular.
Poigo Maxine, just because she comes across in the piece as like quite annoying and quite sort of like a bit of an airhead, and she manages to say the wrong. She means really well, but she manages to say the wrong thing pretty much to everybody all the time. And then there's this bit where it suddenly sort of shifts, and you see her vulnerabilities, and you see where that comes from, and it suddenly all makes sense, and it's quite poignant moment, and I like a bit of pathos under the laughs.
I hugely empathise with the only man in the piece. Geoffrey, at the heart of this group of women, is the catalyst for a lot of what happens, and having him there for those women mean that they're not just behaving in the way that they might if it was only women, and I find that really fascinating as a man and as one of the only men in rehearsal.
It is such a feel-good show. It is a brilliant night out, and if I could watch it 3 nights a week for a year and not get tired of it, I think that says just how much of a good time I had watching it.
Yes, couldn't agree more. Utterly joyous. It's just a real celebration of when people get together and risk it, and sort of risk falling on their bums, and the celebration of humanity really at the heart of the play. Sort of along the same lines as the Full Monty or Calendar Girls, that kind of piece.